Mali redeploys troops to a rebel stronghold in the northeast. The role of France in Mali. In response to a return of fighting in the area, the Malian army started redeploying troops on Monday towards Kidal, a rebel stronghold in the north. According to a Mali military source who spoke to AFP under the condition of anonymity, as part of the reorganization of our arrangements in the north, we have begun the redeployment of our forces in the northeastern region of Kidal. Early on Monday, a convoy departed the northern city of Gao, which is located 300 kilometers (185 miles) southwest of Kidal. The convoy, according to a different security officer, consists of 119 vehicles and is currently blocked on the route leading north of Gao. The convoy, according to a different security officer, consists of 119 vehicles and is currently blocked on the route leading north of Gao. The deployment decision was reached by national security authorities during a meeting late on Sunday, he continued. A coalition of primarily Tuareg organizations known as the Coordination of Azawad Movements, CMA, rules Kidal, a crossroads region in the north that is not under the administration of the Malian state. The CMA has resumed combat in the north of Mali since the end of August, and jihadist attacks against the army have become more intense. The fact that the ex-rebels still have power of Kidal continues to be a problem for Bamako, including the junta, in terms of sovereignty. One of the key slogans of the junta is the restoration of state control over the entire nation. Junta leaders promise. Kidal is hundreds of kilometers away from the cities of Gao and Timbuktu and more than 1,500 kilometers away from the country's capital, Bamako. It is an important stopover on the way from Mali to Algeria. The area was among the first in Mali to fall under the control of the rebels, both separatist and Salafist, when an uprising began in 2012. Following French military intervention in 2013, the CMA took control of it. Despite an attempt by the Malian army to retake control in 2014, the CMA has maintained control ever since. The so-called Algiers Peace Accord was signed by the rebels, the state, and armed pro-government organizations in 2015. The 2012 uprising prepared the way for armed groups with ties to al-Qaeda to take control of the majority of the north, leading to France's participation and the start of a conflict in the Sahel that has claimed thousands of lives. Support Group for Islam and Muslims, GSIM, a jihadist coalition with ties to al-Qaeda, now controls a sizable portion of Mali's north and center as well as the outskirts of the nation's capital Bamako. Groups connected to the Islamic State organization in the northeast now control practically the entire Manaka region. 2015 saw the expansion of the Islamist insurgency that began in northern Mali in 2012 to Niger and Burkina Faso. In 2022, the Malian junta drove out France's anti-jihadist military after two consecutive coups in 2020 and 2021. The continuing withdrawal of the UN Stabilization Force (MINUSMA) has coincided with a spate of attacks against the army in Mali in recent weeks. Separatists contend that the camps should be returned to their control despite MINUSMA's practice of turning them over to Malian authorities. By the end of December, the UN mission must still leave its camp at Kidal and two other locations farther north. Speaking last month on the anniversary of Mali's separation from France in 1960, junta leader Colonel Assimi Goïta vowed to recapture the country from rebels and terrorist organizations. Sincere gratitude to my viewer. We encourage you to share this video with family and friends for more content like this, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video.